David, King David. My son's resting, man, so I can't be too loud. Before I begin, I just want to say thank you to the taxi driver today. Yeah, he took my son through a car wash, man. You understand, man? Yeah, the humble taxi driver, man. I want to say blessings and thank you, man. Very thoughtful and kind of you, man. Blessings, man. Nice chat we had today, man, by the way. Nice chat, man. I'll keep him in my prayers as well, my brother, you and your family, man. Keep him in my prayers, okay? So, I just finished writing in my diary and that, and I thought I'd just start doing some research. I wish I have done some in the past, but I like to refresh myself continuously. Even if I've already done the research, I just keep going over it again, man. Do you understand? The city of David. I've come to the conclusion that the city of David, yeah, is in Peru, man. Sakasai. I can't pronounce it properly. I'm dyslexic, man. I've written some notes down, yeah, but I can just read my own handwriting. It's not very good, is it? City of David, yeah. Fortification or citadel, like the city of David. And Mount Zion, 3 walls like Jerusalem is described to have zigzag walls like the city of David. Don't forget to read and bear in mind the scripture, Daniel 12 verse 4. It says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even to the time of the end." And we're in the end times now, man. You understand? The 4th quarter, man. The Messiah's back, is risen, man. Reincarnated. That's me, man. David, King of Israel. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So knowledge is definitely increasing on the earth now, man, trust me. If you're going to allow your mind to be open to receive the knowledge, do you understand? It says, and the scripture states, as scripture states, I said, we know now that we are indigenous to the Americas, yeah. It's our lands, yeah. Webster's 1828 dictionary definition of what an American is, yeah. The copper coloured tribes found there by the Europeans, man. Okay. Dictionary definition of America, the copper coloured tribes, the city of David and Jerusalem, and how it is connected to Cusco and Peru, and Sakasaiwan. Proverbs 3 verse 13. Blessed is the one who finds wisdom and the one who gets understanding. Do you understand? Open your mind to understanding, man. Wars of the Jews by Flavius Josephus, Book 5, Chapter 4. The description of Jerusalem. The city of Jerusalem was fortified with 3 walls on some parts as were not encompassed with unpassable valleys. For in such places it had but one wall. The city was built upon 2 hills which were opposite each other, and have a valley to divide them asunder, at which valley the corresponding rows of houses on both hills, end of these hills at which contains the upper city, is much higher and in length more direct. Accordingly, it was called the Citadel by King David. Sakasaiwan, so Saywaywaman. In scripture, Jerusalem is described as having 3 walls, just like Sakasaiwan. Can't pronounce it, forgive me. The city of David is described to have had a fortress and to have a citadel tower and to be fortified. Another important point is the Milo, the Millo. This is mentioned in the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 5, verses 9, as a part of the city of David. Something expounded as well in the book of Ezekiel, the list of repairs. Okay, so you go and check that out, man. The Millo, generally interpreted to mean filling, e.g. solid tower or an earth embankment. In Judges 9, chapter 9, verse 6, 20, and verse 20, and 2 Kings chapter 12, verse 20, Sakasaiwan is described as a citadel, navel of the earth or belly button of the world. Jerusalem also reference to Mount Zion. Cusco actually translates to navel of the world. All the biblical events happened in the Americas. Everything has been flipped. Maps were changed, and we're now spinning on a globe. The people part of secret society is lying to you to hide the living creator, man, and his amazing, beautiful creation. Christopher Columbus, yeah, don't forget, he took Louis the Tourist, yeah, to communicate with the tribes all in the Americas. But it says a book of prophecies amongst the earliest and most fascinating witnesses to the too late, I think it says, is a manuscript of 84 folios dated between September the 13th, 1501 and March 23rd, 1502, and now preserved in the Biblioteca Columbia in Sevilla. Written by Columbus, this is the beginning of the book or collection of the authoritates, sayings, opinions, and prophecies concerning the need to recover the holy city of Mount Zion, and the discovering and conversion of the islands of the Indies and all the people and nations, for Ferdinand and Isabella. That's the ones who kicked my family out of Portugal, Spain and Portugal in 1491, the expulsion of the Jews, man. The manuscript, commonly known as ELIRO, the prophecy was compiled by Christopher Columbus himself in collaboration with Gaspar Gorcio, Gorricio, that's his surname, a Cartian monk of Italian origin who belonged to the monastery of Santa Maria de Vos and Cilia. So Columbus is saying he's going to America to recover the holy city. What is the holy city? In Jerusalem. And remember the Crusades and that they came into the holy city, man, do you understand? They brought you Catholicism and Christianity, yeah, they forced their ways upon us, man, do you understand? What is the holy city? I think I've read that part already, forgive me. In Jerusalem and Mount Zion, he also knew the Garden of Eden was the Holy of Holies, the dwelling of Higher. Mount Zion, the center of the navel of the earth. These were created as holy places facing each other. Jubilees chapter 8 verse 19. Mount Zion is considered the center of the navel of the earth. Jubilees is part of the books in the apocryphal book that were taken out by the Catholics, man, Catholic Church, to hide our truth, man, do you understand? Our historical documents, man, by the Catholic Church, our oppressor. In etymology, apocrypha means secret, not approved for public reading, hidden, obscure, hard to read. How dare they determine whether something is hard for you to read or not, man. They made that decision for you, man. Do you understand? That's disgusting, man. That's a fucking narcissist, man. It goes on to read, Jubilees chapter 8 gives the genealogy of the descendants of Shem, Noah and his sons. Noah and his sons divided the earth. Verse 10 of chapter 8 says, the beginning of the 33rd Jubilee, the earth was divided into 3 parts for Shem, Ham, and Japheth, accordingly to inherit the inheritance of each in the first year, in the first week. That's just quoting part from the scripture. Noah divided the earth into lots, which the 3 sons were to take in possession, and there came forth from the writing of Shem's lot, the middle of the earth, that he should take for an inheritance forever the mountain range of Rapha, from the mountain of the water from the river Tina. David is from the line of Shem, the city of David in, where am I now? In, got it, in Cusco. Now says, how does Cusco relate to the middle of the earth or navel? The meaning of Cusco is the key to the puzzle. City of Peru, former capital of the Inca Empire, from Keshura, Inca, literally navel in figurative meaning center of the world as navel. So Cusco means the center of the earth. It means the navel. And Cusco means the center of the world. Navel is this not the same words that Zion was called in the book of Jubilees? And he knew that the Garden of Eden was the Holy of Holies, the dwelling of Higher in Mount Sinai, the center of the desert, and Mount Zion, the center of the navel of the earth. Jubilees chapter 8 verse 19. I urge you to do some research also and refresh yourselves on things you already know as well, man. There's nothing wrong in going back on things that you've already learned and just writing some extra things out, man. Do you understand? Keep on the ground, keep being kind, man. We are prisoners of war. I'm a descendant of the Jacobites. My family are part of the Southern Kingdom, man. The 10 tribes, yeah. The Northern Kingdom in the Americas got seas on their lands, man, okay? I'm here to bring the two kingdoms of Israel back together to one kingdom again, okay? So we have the Messiah, the King, yeah, the leader that the Most High has picked, yeah, to lead the people out, man. I'm the spiritual head of the children of Israel, man. The Afro-Asiatics who got made prisoners of war. Oliver Cromwell kicked my family out of Scotland, and okay, got made prisoners of war. Had to go and work on plantations, yeah, and got our nobility and sovereignty stripped from us, man. They use the Admiralty law, making out that we're dead in at sea, man, when we're not. We're very much alive, living, and here to handle our estates ourselves. We don't want no parenting from the wicked people, yeah, who aren't for us or the living creator, just and our ways. They're just here to promote wrong ways, for you to come further away from the living creator, man. Do you understand? Just like my family, my mother never wanted me to know this truth, man, to understand this, man, who we really are. Now the whole world knows, man, and now you must be feeling ashamed, man, because you sold your own son out, man, because you're part of secret societies, yeah, and you thought collectively together, yeah, you could stop this truth from coming forth. That's why they tampered with my phone, blocking my phone so I couldn't even access it, man. You understand? WikiLeaks shows you this, man, that they do tamper with your phone, man. I've showed you evidence with this, man. I've got recorded and written evidence, man. You understand? No, they're not going to get away with what they did, man. They thought they could sneakily just hush me up, man. You understand? Nah, man, I'm going to keep coming forth every single day until I see you completely on the floor, like I said, man. Slice your Achilles tendons, man, you understand? Make sure you fall to the floor so you can't hurt no other people, man. I'm here for Jew and Gentile. I'm here to bring down the elites at the top here and let the everyday Joe be brought up, man, you understand? So-called white man, so-called black man, you understand? The black families, the white families, all, and the mix, all the people. There's no black, there's no white, do you understand? Fuck all that bullshit and division, man. We're all together, man. We're all part of the human race, man. And we're all here, man, do you understand? We have the gift of life, and it's being tampered with, yeah, by people who are lording over us, yeah. Life could be a lot better, man, do you understand? And I'll show you that, man. I'm here to stand up for the Jew and Gentile, man, so we can get peace, man. Put your weapons down. Love, peace, save lives. King David, out.